Ladies and gentlemen, once again it is the Mason and Friends show featuring that dude called Jew, aka who the hell is that guy?
Hey girls.
As well as Trey X, aka the illustrious poet.
One time for your mind, two time for your soul.
As well as the Black Hand of Mike.
Yeah.
Me, I'm Mason. Welcome to the Mason and Friends show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there?
Oh, man.
After a long hiatus, we welcome the Jew back to the
Yeah,
show.
welcome back, Mr. Unit, with the motherfucking Sam Elliott, Point Break, fucking...
Yeah, we got the camera.
We're going for like the Roadhouse look here, folks.
Hey, you know, you can use the cough button as a burp button as well.
you
can do that. But do me a favor, take the headphones off and let the floof be sheen for the camera.
Everybody on...
Let the camera
Let the internet know. See?
Turn to the side.
Give me that profile look.
There you go.
See that? I need.
That's
oh my
what's
God.
up. Hollywood, this is why he needs to be in like the remake to Roadhouse.
Marty fucking Jannetty in the house.
Rockers.
The
Straight up.
Rockers.
Straight up.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna start wrestling.
I'm telling you what,
You might
man.
as well. Your shoulders already fucked up.
Yeah, Cripple's gonna be my name.
You and your boy.
I was gonna be fighting one arm.
Crippled.
Shit. I'm gonna be out there one
That'd be
arm
like-
with the shit out of motherfuckers.
Hey, well.
I might even go in there in the jump.
What you
In a
need to
sling.
do
Yeah, in a
is
sling.
you put your arm in a sling and you work out the other arm so that it's just fucking massive.
Popeye arm.
So that your one arm just looks like
There's
huge.
a joke in there.
Now, I got a question for you, Mr. Unit. Were you inspired by your trip to Florida to bring the mullet back?
No, Black Boy's wedding got pushed back a year, so I said, well,
Oh,
I got
shit.
time. I
That
got
means
time.
it ain't
I
happening.
didn't even know that. All right,
You know
we'll
that
talk
shit
about
ain't
that off
I
the air.
found that out too.
Okay,
Nah,
gotcha.
fuck that. We don't need to hold that off air.
So that's all I found out about it.
We don't know no more about
No,
that.
when
back.
yeah, look at Mike,
So-
pull that closer to you.
All right,
when
all right,
when
gotcha. There
when
we go.
Black Boy threw him under the bus,
Oh,
he
yeah,
lost
yeah,
all
yeah,
protections
yeah.
of the Mason and Friends show because like I side with the Jew unit.
So how did you find out, Auntie?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
Yeah, because there was some shit going down with his sister
It's not happening.
while I was gone.
Okay, gotcha.
With Black
gotcha,
Boy's
gotcha.
sister.
All right.
Wait, but that's your sister too,
Yeah.
right?
He don't claim them when something goes down.
When they get ignorant, I don't associate with them. It's bad when the mother with the mullet don't associate with normal folks.
That's what I was gonna say. You know it's
Yeah,
bad
I
when
realize-
you're excluding
I
them.
mean,
Something went down with that.
This,
It makes
you know,
sense.
This haircut real seems don't give a fuck.
Okay, so wait a minute.
Here's
So
what-
wait a minute. Hold on. Still, go back to this real quick. So you went ahead and cut the mullet because Black Boy's wedding got pushed back. So you telling me you wouldn't have shown up to the wedding like that? Man, fuck
I was
that.
gonna get a mullet closer, but I figured if I do it now, I was like, I'm gonna do it now because if I do it now, it's too close to the wedding to trim it up or tighten it up. Is in my mind what I was thinking.
You can still tighten
But
it up for the
but,
wedding.
you know.
And have it on point for the
Yeah,
wedding.
I think that like, did you do this for yourself? Did you do that to yourself? This haircut?
Semi.
Semi.
I went to Sports Clip and
You went to Sports
I went to
Clips.
Sports Clip and had the one chick hook me up, which I thought it was gonna be decent because she had the big dick holes, and I was like, all right, this chick got the dick holes.
The dick holes in her ears.
Yeah, you know,
She had gauges in her
They got
ears.
the
Okay.
gauge. You know, I think those are like people throw M&Ms and Skittles in their ear when they're on the weekend and shit. I
But
guess
the
I
dick
don't know.
hole is for the week or what? Because she says
I
it's a
just
dick hole.
figured I'm like, well, she got the dick holes, so she should be able to cut them on. And I had confidence in her. I'm like, all right, bet. I didn't, judge her.
Now, what did you say when you went up? Did you say you want a mullet?
She said, what we gonna do with all that hair? I was like, we're gonna cut them on then. And she's like, all right,
it
well,
goes
bet.
from-
So she started finger fucking it, and then she's like, well, we can do we should wash it, and that's free. I'm like, oh yeah, all right then. Which that was amazing. I might just go in there and just get my hair washed like every other
dude.
week. Cause
Isn't it nice that they
Oh,
put
man,
your head back in the
yeah,
thing
just hooking a brother
and
up,
your
man.
neck goes in the little divot in the sink?
fuck, I had
And
that was a kind of a pain because I'm unproportionalized for that chair, so I was
His
kind
shoulders
of giraffe
Proportionalized?
necking. I was giraffe necking to get up into the bowl.
It's because
You know
you're
what I mean?
crooked. Your shoulder.
Do it like
why.
try to stretch my neck to get it up in that bitch.
This
You know
goes
what I mean?
back to his
It's-
shoulder.
And then
Yeah,
just like,
it's
you
the
comfortable?
unequal
It's just
shoulder.
like, just rub my head. Just rub my head, girl. Don't worry about if I'm comfortable. Just rub my head.
Just keep touching
Do
the top of
not
my head.
do no fucking Keyshawn. What was his name? The motherfucker with the Bears.
What, you get buck naked right there like that?
No, don't ask for no happy endings and shit.
I was
man.
thinking.
Yeah,
I was like, how much we? I was thinking, how much we wash? I get ready to say, I'm getting my undercarriage done too. We gonna wash your undercarriage. Good shit. So I'm getting the full detail. If you wash it, I'm getting the full detail about this motherfucker.
I'm gonna need that undercarriage.
Everything but my feet. We're doing 64% of my body.
So wait a minute. If you had a woman that wanted to wash yourself all over, wanted to wash you all over, you would not let her do your feet? I mean, I'm not into like feet. I get it. But like,
she can wash my feet. Yeah,
I'm saying
she worse than everything else. She might as well wash my feet.
As long as she ain't trying to suck on them and washing them feet,
on them,
and keep washing everything else, you know, we're good.
Ain't gonna be. But now I just was like, you know what? Fuck it, it's time.
So you felt it was time to bring the mullet back. Good job.
Which I like it because it's nice. The hair's off my eyes and shit.
Everything's out of your face. You got business up front. You got a party in the back.
But she had it. You fuckers.
Is it men's now?
It's fucking dudes. I thought when they started drinking Powerade commercials, I'm like, they're dudes volleyballing now.
Yep.
Fucking ruin it all.
See, even I can figure that out automatically.
Well, Trey, you know, you're disproportionately outnumbered. There's 3 heteros and one gay man.
At least one. Gotta have at least.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying, like,
she left it alone. I wanted to go tight.
If there were 3 gay men and 1 hetero man, then the men's volleyball would have stayed on the TV.
Well, that's what you gotta tell her.
Well, that's what she said. She like,
what happens.
She's like, how tight you want to go? And I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know yet. You know, let's start fucking with it. I got 12 inches worth of fucking hair, you know what I mean? So
wait a minute. You had her do it in stages, and you kept checking it out.
She was like,
give me a little more off
she
the
was like, how much you want? I'm like, I don't know. I said, I want to keep all the back. I don't want to touch none of the back. Don't even touch it. You can button that bitch up and be done with it for all I'm concerned. Then she started layering it. She's like, I got to layer it.
Hell yes, she's gonna layer it. That's why you got that lethal weapon where he's
But this shit was out here like 2 inches long. My sides were. Yeah, so I just started hacking on that bitch with the scissors.
So when she layered it, she did it in a way that you didn't like.
She layered my back. She didn't layer none of this. She cut it, but when she cut this, my side was like longer than the top. Way longer than this.
Well, why didn't you tell her?
This was longer than that too.
Why didn't you tell her to bring it all down?
It was wet, so I couldn't I can't justify. My hair can't justify it. It's got to dry off and floof out to where the fuck it needs to almost be. You know what I mean? Almost need a day. You know, because they got all the moisturizer and all the gel and all the other shit in there. They got all that dumb shit. You got to wash that shit out first and let your shit.
I don't disagree with that.
Let my hair hang for a day, really, because my hair looks the best. It used to look the best after like a day. If I missed my shower, the next day my shit would look right. Until I took a shower and they would fuck it up again. It needed like a day to chill, I guess, to get some grease and some funk in it, you know what I mean, and start looking luscious and shit and do what it needed to do.
Right, get some of that natural.
So after I washed it a couple times, I started fucking with it. Like I said, this shit, my top was real long. So I'm like, because I told her, I said, we can't go, I said, we got a little go short on the side. She's like, well, if you do that, then the top is going to hang down. And I'm like, well, I'm thinking you just cut the shit, bitch. Like, I'm like, but I do electric work. I don't cut hair. You know, it's the first haircut I got in probably 30 fucking years. First one I paid for, at least in 28.
I was
so I'm like, I don't even fucking know how this shit works.
You did your OG mullet yourself last time.
Yeah, and every other time I've just been buzzing my shit.
Yeah.
But this actually looks decent, man.
So I actually got a real haircut, you know. Next time I'm gonna go tight on here.
That's what's up.
We're gonna buzz it and trim a little off the top.
And speaking of buzzing, 2 things to bring to the front of the congregation. First off, Jayceon Taylor, a.k.a. The Game, as well as Kanye West. Both of y'all need to come to the front of the congregation.
The Game out by his name?
Oh, yes.
Say his name again.
Jayceon Taylor, which is the dumbest name I've ever heard in my life.
That's why he calls himself The Game, which I think is actually a dumb name, but...
I mean, what the Game do or Jayceon do?
Let's get on with the game here.
What did Jayceon? Wait a minute, spell this. I gotta look this up.
Jayceon.
Yeah, that's Jayceon.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, getting back to what I was alluding here to. 3 things to remember.
I thought there was a dash in there. That's all one word.
Probably.
God damn,
J-C-on.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. J-A-Y or just J.
Like,
you would think,
like Leon with a C.
Yeah.
You would think. But anyway, 3 things here. Number 1, you don't talk about Fight Club. Number 2, you don't talk about Bruno. And number 3, you don't go head to head with Eminem, and most definitely don't bring up his daughter, because he's going to go in on you in a heartbeat.
Okay, so wait a minute.
I need more explanation.
What's going on?
Did the Game talk about Eminem?
So on his recent album, which came out Friday, he has a cut on there called The Black Slim Shady, which he goes in on Eminem. I
heard a sample of that, and that shot is trash.
It's trash.
But the game is a name dropping rapper, or Jayceon is a name dropping rapper.
Let's call him for what he is. I mean,
Jason.
Yeah, Jayceon. Let's just call it for what it is. I'm like, you're going after Eminem.
This is a 10-minute track.
Yeah,
This is a 10-minute
that's what
track.
they said.
Yeah,
I
dead
remember
serious. It's 10
they said
minutes
it's
long.
10 minutes
Hold on,
long.
let's get a sample of this. All right, and of course it's got a stupid intro. Hold on, let me skip 50 seconds in.
Garbage.
All right, well, I don't.
It's
just a rap song to me.
pretty bad.
I mean, I could nod my head to that,
I
but
don't think I can listen to 10 minutes
you know,
of it.
I don't want to hear 10 minutes of that.
No. But then again, you're going after Eminem and expecting him to not come in and do what Pusha T did to Drake a while back.
Well, here's my thing, though. You know what I mean? Like, he fucking... you want to do a diss joint. First, it shouldn't be 10 minutes long, because that means you just got some emotions bottled up.
Yeah, you got
know?
feelings in there.
You need to sit on the couch with some shit.
Game been doing this,
Like, you need to cut it down to
But
at
at
least
10 minutes, who the fuck got 10 minutes? Nobody even wants to read a paragraph on some shit on, like, Instagram.
aim into that.
Not
Like
to that-
Twitter's are
not
too
to
long.
You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to listen to
not
fucking
to
10
that
minutes.
degree. I'm like, Game, do better. Come on now. Like,
Jayceon and Marshall, yeah, it's just two
can
different
y'all please
motherfuckers.
like settle this shit?
I don't even know what the
wax.
fuck is the beef about. Do you
I
know?
haven't the slightest clue.
What's
I mean,
Where's
I
it
guess
come
he's
from?
doing so to.
This is the good
Game
game.
probably thinks he's better than Eminem.
This is the good game, right?
Yeah.
That shit was garbage too. I didn't
It's still
like it.
better. It's still better than
I
that
didn't
other
like
shit.
it.
It's better than what he's been doing here.
Well, the One Blood remix was kind of dope because it had a bunch of motherfuckers on it.
yeah.
Heard that, hated it.
Yeah. Well, Trey, you're a hater, man. We've established
Yeah,
this.
No, I just know good stuff when I
Trey-
hear it.
Trey
and
is the-
he's not good. He hasn't been good since his first album.
You're
I'll
the
give him
president of the
Since
Haterade
50,
Club.
since 50 dropped it.
Trey got his own
Trey's
flavor of Haterade.
Hey, Game, I changed the water in your
That's
mama's
what it
bowl.
is.
That's what Trey said.
got his
Game,
own
I changed the
flavor.
water in your mama's bowl before I left.
haters ball.
I'm Silky Johnson here.
It's the player haters ball.
Trey got his own Haterade fucking
This
flavor.
is Silky Johnson.
You want some Haterade X? That's what it, yeah, he got some Haterade X.
Coming soon to a store near you. But moving on from Jayceon, let's go into Kanye.
There's so much to talk about with Jayceon. I don't know how we move on.
Yeah, it would take up an entire episode. But anyway,
Now what
on to
Kanye
Kanye.
do?
Well,
Yeah, what did Ye do? That sounds more
I thought
interesting.
he was doing good, man, since Skeet left Kim.
You would think,
Nah, man.
but
Because I guarantee you, he's
this
still trying to
idiot,
get her.
of course,
He's trying to get back with her, isn't he?
as predicted, he's trying to get back with her, but he's doing so in all the wrong ways.
Of course,
He
he
made
never
a-
stopped, right?
He already did the flower thing, right? He did like a trucks and shit
did
of
all
flowers
that.
or
He
some
did all
shit.
that. But here's what he did recently. Monday, he had a post on Instagram. It was like a newspaper article, but the newspaper article said Skeet Davidson dead
Oh
at age
yeah, I
28.
saw that.
Now,
Oh, I saw that, but I thought it was older than that.
no.
I thought it was like a t-shirt or something he made for
It was
him.
recent. It was recent. Now, Kanye, when will you ever stop being toxic? Oh, wait a minute, never. I mean, I get that you have issues with Pete, but leave it off the internet, man. Kim is done. She don't want you. She's not coming back to your abusive and unstable ass. Furthermore, you're making a fool of yourself and ruining your career in the process.
I don't think he's
Damn.
ruining his career.
I don't think he is either.
Probably
I don't-
not, but
I don't think he can.
the jury is still
Nah.
out on that.
Like he's got like a different level of fuck you money. He's got like fuck you attitude,
Yeah.
and it just like carries him through because he's got so much money he can just float himself. You know, like if we won the lottery, we would be the #2 podcast behind Joe Rogan just because we would spend so much money on fucking
No,
promotion.
if I had that kind of money, like
But I mean,
y'all be like we would be #2, but then the congregation would just come out of nowhere and be at #3.
Well, yeah, right. We would do multiple shows.
do you think that here goes my stupid ass? Kanye standing out front of his house like some 16 candles shit with
What
a
the-
fucking
That would
boom
say
box.
anything.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
was I'm
like
quite sure
Kim,
he
come
done.
on.
I'm quite sure
talking
he's done
about
that.
you, Kim.
I'm
I
quite
want
sure he's
you.
done that.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I'm quite sure he's done that in the movie you're referencing is Say Anything, not 16.
I mean, because he's standing at his front door looking at her front door.
Yeah, because
You know what I mean?
you can't tell me that's some really out there.
I know Skeet ain't home anymore, Kim. It's all right.
Worse than that.
You want me to come
Worse
butter
than
your
that,
biscuit,
Pete
Kim?
Davidson is in therapy.
Skeet's now in therapy because of all this.
He's been fucking with the Kardashians. What do you expect?
Well, but that I think is what the
you
real
know what I
problem
mean?
is.
The
Look at,
Kardashians are fucked up.
Not necessarily. No.
Unless he put you in the loony bin, man. Then he gets you.
he's lucky he is still awake.
Yeah.
See, this is Ye out on the front porch.
Yep. Loving you, Kim. You, Kim. You only you, Kim. Had to do. Run from you.
Yeah,
But I'm
she's
still
running from you,
loving you,
all right. It's like, give
vibe's
up,
wrong,
man.
Kim.
Give up. You're trying to. She's trying to at least be a co-parent for the children's sake, but going in on Pete Davidson constantly is just getting old. Like,
Well, I think he just has a genuine dislike for the man. You know, he's
yeah.
like,
but you cannot tell me that this is some.
Well, but Trey, you can't tell me you wouldn't be doing this to James Corden if you had the kind of money.
Yeah.
You had Kanye money.
I'd run his ass over.
See, Kanye's
then you
thinking
get
about
locked
doing
up
that.
like James Brown did that one time, man. You can't
Or
do
Suge
that.
Knight at the moment.
Suge
Exactly.
Suge Knight.
Suge Knight's even better reference to James Brown.
shot up a
Well, 'cause-
office over his bathroom.
But James Brown got out. You know what I'm saying? James Brown got out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
Suge's still
Suge
in
ain't
there.
getting
Suge
out,
ain't
man.
getting out. Suge will die in jail.
Uh-huh.
But the whole thing is like, don't tell me that that's not some borderline O.J. Simpson shit.
Oh, dude. It is absolutely. I agree 100%. I think that if there was a way that the law could come down on him, I wouldn't necessarily want it to, but I wouldn't necessarily disagree with it doing so, because I think he's being like, look, if they're gonna find Alex Jones, they should find Kanye West too. God damn it.
Yeah, they went in on
I know
shit.
I seen something. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, though. Skeet got a tattoo on his back saying, "I hate
Kanye West." I don't think that's real, but
I have doubts on that.
yeah.
It's hard to tell because I mean, fuck, he branded Kim on his chest. So you got a
he
branding
did that dumb shit.
Kim on your chest, and you put "I hate Kanye" on your back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And here's the other thing. He was in a rush to marry her.
Who, Kim?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Kanye or
Pete
Skeet?
Davidson.
Skeet
Pete
wanted to
Davidson.
marry her?
Yeah.
I'm telling
He
you,
wants some of that money.
But Kim doesn't want to get married again, and I can see why
Well,
not.
she's also got to protect her assets.
Hey, look, I'm putting this on. What's that shit that betting app that you have, man? That you fuck
Oh,
with? FanDuel or some shit.
FanDuel, yeah,
Put some
I think it was
FanDuel on it.
Oh.
Skeet's next bitch, Martha Stewart or Trump's bitch, Melania.
Nah, he's not pulling Melania, and he's
I bet you he could.
I mean, maybe he
I
could.
bet you he
Now,
could.
why would you
He ain't
want
getting
somebody
neither of
that why would you want somebody that sounds like Natasha from Rocky and Bullwinkle?
Hey, look, man, I love a Russian accent, dude. If I could find me a Natasha from Rocky and Bullwinkle sounding girl, I'm taking her in a second.
You would run after Brigitte Nielsen.
Oh no, Brigitte might be a little bit up there for me, but she was thick and strong, and I wouldn't be worried about her old ass hips like I would other women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Brigitte look like
Brigitte Nielsen.
she's going to nail
That's the
something
white
to
chick
you.
on Flavor Flav.
Rocky. Yeah, she was in that Rocky movie. She was with Drago.
She was
Oh yeah, she was Drago's chick, right?
She was his manager, or
She was
his man, or his
and if
woman.
I'm not mistaken, she was in
I'd
Beverly
fuck her.
Hills Cop 2.
Nah, now you wouldn't.
Exactly.
Oh, no, now what?
Yeah, you would.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah,
No,
you would. Maybe
up.
not.
You
I don't
don't
know.
want that.
She
Pull
might
up.
be rough.
Yeah, she rough ain't the fucking word. You seen her on Flavor of Love.
Pull her up.
You know,
But that was then. This is now.
was then. This is now.
Then and now, she's still fucking when she was hurt on
It's
Flavor
dry.
of Love.
It's dry around here. Pull her up.
God damn it. This motherfucker's
Come on
stupid.
now, you expect that from him. But,
Oh, this motherfucker said it's dry right here.
but in all honesty,
retarded,
like,
son.
seriously, Pete Davidson was in a hurry to marry, or actually propose to her the same way he did Ariana Grande, from what I'm understanding.
Oh, that's some whack
It's like
stuff.
you kind of don't want to
She's had
rush
a lot
into
of work
something,
done. There's no way this is her now.
and the whole thing.
She doesn't look bad enough to turn down. She's
Oh, come on,
she's
man.
rough.
Nah, hold
She
on.
can't turn her down.
Even the
you
one
ain't
making
turning her
cookies
down.
and shit in the pink, she's still getting it.
She's had work done because, man, yeah, her grill don't look the same like it did.
Like, you think
She
he
got
cares?
titties done.
I don't care. I ain't worried about
Are
it.
the
I know the
titties
Jew
real? Do the
unit ain't
titties
worried
look
about
real?
it.
Nah, the titties ain't real. The titties
Oh,
are fake.
God damn
She
it.
had a lift and shit done.
What about the ass? Is her ass
I mean,
real?
come
She don't have
But
ass.
JJ's real.
Now, here,
What
I'll give you
difference
the
does
full
it
body
make?
look
It's a
on it.
famous person.
Here you go. That's her full body.
It's a famous person.
They ain't real.
He said that. He just said, "Fuck it, don't matter what she look like. It's a famous
What
person."
does it matter to y'all? It's somebody famous. It doesn't matter if the ass is real or not.
Yeah, I would.
Well, I like to think that I would get along with whichever of these famous women I'm actually hooking up with, and it wouldn't just be some she's taking advantage of me thing.
What's taking advantage of you? I caught that. She ain't taking advantage of you.
Like,
you stupid.
Oh my God, Emma, you make me feel like such a piece of meat.
Like, I don't want to just be your man meat.
As if. I'd take that in a second. Let's go. What's up? It doesn't have anything to do with the fact that she's famous.
Bridget looks like her motherfucking breath smells like sauerkraut.
Dude, she's rough, man. I'm not saying she's not, but she's in decent shape, and you can't blame the hips. You know I'm using hips as an out.
Yeah,
like, girl, I'm gonna break
see,
your hips. If I throw your legs up too hard and thrust at the same time, I might just snap something.
You might end up hearing like a loud snap.
Exactly.
Oh shit! She had a baby at 54.
See?
So her hips are good. Like,
exactly, man. That's a strong woman right there. She'd be like, you can't break me by having sex with me.
I break you. I pick things up and put them down.
Exactly.
Basically,
Yo, Mr. Unit, while you was in Florida, you catch any sharks?
Yeah, a lot of them, but just little ones.
Little baby sharks.
Yeah, it wasn't much of nothing biting down there. It was too damn hot. The water-wise.
The weather was not conducive to shark catching.
The weather was fine, but the water temperature wasn't right. Water was too hot to really catch a lot of shit.
That's why the motherfuckers are coming up the coast.
A lot of them fish don't
That's
like
why they
that
in
hot
New
water.
York.
That's
why
true.
they're like around Martha's
Shit's too much for them to like,
And they
nah,
like
fuck
that
this.
cool water.
Well, but Martha's Vineyard's like the OG Jaws story, man.
We're gonna go up to New York and chill in that water up there in New York. We're going to Boston.
Yeah, they be-
Out that water out there and shit.
And certain sharks will end up in the Potomac. I do know that I read something.
Well, they
friend
got
of
a
mine-
gator out there. I think it was in Anacostia.
I don't
It
believe
doesn't.
that.
I don't believe that. But
Yeah, I don't know about all that. But sharks, yeah, they're definitely sharks.
Yeah, there have been reports of bull sharks going up the Potomac.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. They don't mind that
They had
fresh water for a
something
little bit.
A while ago, it was like 10 animals that are in the Northern Virginia area or around D.C. or around Maryland. I didn't know that we had mountain lions running around the area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Even around here.
That's around here. They're around
They're
here.
more likely to be out here than they are up in D.C.
Back in there,
But
right,
see, the
right back
thing
in
with
there. Yeah.
DC is fucking
If you got bears, you might have a mountain
the
lion.
animals that are there in DC. They're getting pushed into like little areas. They don't have enough area for them to run around in out there, so they're just
Because
gonna
they're
invade.
building up every damn thing.
That's right.
I mean, hell, the rats
were-
are already taking over.
We
out
were
there.
discussing this off air about how Amazon is just popping shit up left and right.
all day.
Well, they're a monopoly,
But
man.
they have this money. Like I was talking to somebody the other day, and they're like, Amazon, has this and this. I'm like, well, you also got to think Amazon has grocery stores now.
Well, that's
Yeah,
because they
that's-
bought,
Yeah.
like, what was it, Fresh Fields or something?
I can't remember the stores.
I can't
name.
remember what it is, but I
But-
passed one in Manassas where the
They have where the AutoZone's at.
yeah, where the Kmart used to
Yeah.
be.
They have those are popping up everywhere. Everywhere I go, I see fucking Amazon Market Fresh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they've got the technique where you go in and you just
And
push
I
it in
was
your
telling
bag and
people,
leave.
I was telling people, I'm like, look,
Yeah.
you got Amazon is cornering all markets. They're getting their hands in everything. They got their own products now.
Who got those
You can-
Amazon? Is that
It's
that
a mon-
Bezos mother?
Yeah, Bezos.
Yeah, Bezos.
Yeah.
The one that's got that bridge taken down to move his fucking super yacht
Yeah,
out
super yacht,
from where he
yeah.
got it made.
Well, he asked if they could take it down. They couldn't. They were like, no,
No,
we're
he
not
said,
doing
I'll
that.
pay for it. And
Oh,
they were
did he?
like, oh, okay.
I could have
I
met
didn't
that
know
dude,
that.
apparently.
Well, they had apparently like refurbished it in like 2012 or 11 or something, and we're like, we're not ever taking this down again because it
Yeah.
came down because of the World War back in the day, World War II. And then Bezos was like, well, how about $500 million? And they were like, well, okay.
Here's my thing, though.
We could do that so you could get your $500 million yacht out.
You got this yacht, and you put it in a place where you couldn't get it out. So
My whole thing is if
how
you're
the
gonna,
fuck you get it in there?
they built it there, silly.
they
They built it right there, bro.
Yeah, it's where it was
So
being
that's
made.
where it was made at. So
Yeah.
why would you
They made
build
it too
knowing
big
you
to
couldn't
leave.
Get that motherfucker out.
Because you got that much money, motherfucker.
Yep.
You just
That's
don't
what he's
care.
like.
You'll get it out. If you want to get it out, you'll get it
He'll
out.
dig a channel if he has to.
They can get it out. They got them buoy things that float up,
No. They got to like literally dismantle a bridge. They're
Yeah.
literally removing a bridge and driving the boat through and then
I
rebuilding
don't think you
it's
understand
a
how long,
historic bridge
how
that they're
long
doing
it
this
takes
to.
that shit to happen. Because I have
It's literally like hundreds of millions of dollars to dismantle
So
this
he's just an
bridge
asshole.
and put exactly.
Yeah.
He's just an
Yup.
asshole.
There you go.
You got it.
There you
He's just
go.
an asshole.
See, that's why I keep telling
I
people
knew
the
there
Jew
was a
unit is
reason-
not a
I
stupid
knew there was a
man.
reason why I didn't like when say when you gonna walk around the job the one day they're like, you know who that dude is? And I'm like, nah. Like, really? And I'm like, nah. Well, that's Jeff Bezos and his wife. And I'm like, all right, who's that dude? And they're like, oh, yeah, it was Amazon. I'm like, oh, is he giving out gift cards? They're like, nah.
Hell yeah, let me get a $50.
And I'm like, oh, then what the fuck I want to talk to that fucking asshole for then?
yeah.
Or he's just going to walk around his side of the building that he contributed these people
Yeah.
$45 billion fucking dollars,
Yeah,
but he
yeah.
ain't going to give me a gift card. All right, that's fine. Cool,
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos, how you
How
doing, bro?
about you drop $500 million?
They're all like, can you know, everyone's like, y'all got to clear out this area.
Shit, man, can I get a half
like,
a million
well,
a
fuck
year?
him.
If I get a $500,000 a year to do the show, man, I'm telling you what, everybody'd be paid. We'd be doing just fine. We'd have our own little space.
Yeah, that's just asshole right there. If you're going to do that.
Right.
Because to dismantle a bridge, I know how long it takes.
It's not
'cause
just a bridge; it's a historic.
That's what I'm saying,
bridge.
because there's a client of mine that I have that I go pick up their shit from. They did that out in D.C. That bridge they built there in South Capitol Street, that new bridge that's up going across down there.
Yeah.
These guys built this shit, right? So I'm talking to the guy that's the like lead on it, the foreman, the supervisor, whatever. He said, man, you know, we built this bridge, and I was like, man, I remember when you guys started. I know how long it took. He goes, oh, you want to hear the kicker? I said, what's up? He goes, you know the old bridge? I said, yeah. He said, we got to take that down piece by piece because they want to keep the original bricks and mortar and everything they used on this bridge. They have to preserve.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well,
if it's historically, if it's on like your historical
historically
society,
relevant.
yeah. And he
then
was
it
like,
needs to be preserved.
yeah, and that's what he's saying. I said, man, well, how long is that going to take? He's like, man, it's going to take us way longer than it was to build this motherfucker because we have to bring in special teams to break this shit down. Not only do we have to break it down, we have to do it in certain increments to make sure we do this
You would
right.
almost have to like remove
It's
the
almost
mortar.
like,
you would have to dust
what
the
is it?
mortar and collect the dust,
Archaeology.
and then pull the bricks out, right? And then like do that layer by layer by layer, collecting the mortar so that you could then turn it back into actual like liquid mortar and rebuild the
Because
thing
the dude said, I
somewhere
said, man,
else.
where's it going? He goes, I don't know. He goes, they want the steel and the concrete all has to come down intact. I'm like, bruh.
Trying to keep it intact is
He said, but the cost to that is ridiculous.
Yeah, ridiculous.
He said, but they're paying us. He said, the cost for us to do this is you wouldn't believe your mind if you saw what we charge for this shit. He's like, but we're gonna do it because it's a lot of money. I'm like,
goddamn
hey.
right.
But damn, he said it's gonna take them at least 3 to 4 years to take this bridge down. And
See,
fucking,
it's like
That's with no problems, though.
you'd have to pay me a whole lot of money to mow your lawn with a pair of scissors. But if you pay me enough money, man, I'm getting your lawn mowed with a pair of scissors.
scissors and a ruler, right?
Right.
Some chalk line, level it off, make sure
Right.
you square it up, taper it off.
That sounds
and all
like
that
something
shit.
I would have somebody do if I hit for like $500 million.
Well, that's that Jeff Bezos money, because
Right.
he's
You
having
don't give me $1
motherfuckers
million
do that shit to take the bridge down.
Exactly. And that's that
If I
asshole
had
money.
that much money, I'm not building a damn super yacht. To hell with that.
He's doing it for the fuck of it.
I don't know. I would have a lot of fun having a lot less, but still like doing something with it that's like positive for the world, but isn't necessarily directly going to benefit me in the long run. Like, oh, I'll donate to this clean water fund as long as you guys let me take over your infrastructure.
I'm not doing that.
You won't.
Some things in this world I'm not gonna do.
Hey, Trey, I hear you, man. That's what I'm here for.
Yo, shout out to since we're talking about shit up there in DC, DC Puttery. Went to this putt joint yesterday, man, out in DC. Wasn't bad, nice little spot, cheap, Only thing that sucked was the bartender and the bar service is what sucked. Like the hostess, waitress, they were all cool. The bartenders were trash, man. Like we ordered 5 drinks. 3 of them were fucking the signature drinks that they make there. One was a fucking Long Island, the other one was a vodka and soda, right? Now, Mason, you being a bartender, say you have a specialty drink at the bar that you know how to make, that you make every day. It's on the menu.
That's not necessarily true. I've bartended places that have had specialty drinks, and often they are rarely ordered and they are horrendous and a pain in the ass. So,
Okay.
As a
But hold
bartender,
on. Those 5 drinks. So let's say 3 mojitos, and
you ordered 3 mojitos.
I'm just saying. Let's just say it's 3 mojitos.
Now, what was the specialty drink?
It was called a Brumble. It was like it was their drink for this place. It was like rum, 2 other liquors, and some juice and a soda, something like that mixed together. Okay.
Easy.
Yeah.
Vodka and soda. How long does that take you?
No time.
Long Island.
Not much more than no time.
Okay, we ordered these 5 drinks, right? Shit took over a half hour, almost 45 minutes for us to get our drinks.
That's just too much.
No, that's
And
unreal.
now look, here's the thing though. Now they said that, they got this one guy up there. The fucker looked like he was new, but he was moving 1 speed. Do you remember the turtle in Looney Tunes? The little slow motherfucker?
Yeah.
That's how this motherfucker was moving the entire time. He was setting up every little fucking thing he was gonna need
That's because he didn't know
to
what he
make
was doing.
drink. He
It must
did.
have been like his first day.
But this makes it even worse. You had 5 other motherfuckers behind that fucking bar.
What are
not
they
doing
doing?
shit. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Me and my brother-in-law, we're sitting there watching this shit, and we got like we got 5 minutes till our tea time comes up, and I'm like, they might want to go ahead and cancel this order because we ain't never seen these fucking drinks.
For real.
So we getting ready to go tea time. They tell the bartender, look, we're down here at this. This is our course. We're going to do the art course because they had 3 courses. You had art, illusion, and
whatever.
something else, right?
So there's 3 different options. You pick one of them.
And we're like, we're going to be down here at this course. Bring our drinks down there when they get done, right?
Which you would think
You
would
would
be
think.
the
Right
normal.
after that, right?
Which you would think would be normal procedure.
Should be.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah. So we go down there. The hostess, she's telling us, giving us the instructions to the putt-putt. All right, cool. Hey, do y'all want any drinks?
Instructions to putt. There's a hole over there. Here's your ball. Take this
Now,
putter.
it's all touchscreen, like, when you do the scorecard, because they had to split us up in groups of 3s to make it flow. This is how they keep the traffic
So
going.
they don't even give you the short little pencil and a scorecard to keep track of shit.
That
that's going on?
touchscreen was a whole lot better. That touchscreen shit was way better. Because you hit your shit, and fucking as soon as you got done, your group got done, that scorecard goes to the next hole, and the other group pops right on up. Like it's nothing. You ain't got to worry about the shit, right? So we're like, all right, cool, whatever. The lady was like, hey, do
So
y'all
essentially,
want drinks?
there's a touch screen at the beginning and the end of each hole,
Yeah.
like just a stand, like a
It's a
standalone.
stand with a touchscreen.
Yeah.
You just
You walk up to it, touch it, and move to the next one, and
and
touch
you're
the
good
next
to
one.
go. Yep. So she goes, do y'all want a drink, right? And we're like, we already ordered drinks. It's up there.
It should be coming down
It
here.
should be coming. And she's like, all right, I'll go check on it. So we go to the second hole right now. Only 6 holes, right? We go to the next hole. Fucking this other lady comes in there. This other waitress. She's talking to us and she's like, welcome to this, blah, blah, blah. Can I get you guys anything to drink? We're like, we already ordered our drinks.
See,
They're
I'm
up
that guy's
there.
ordering one from everybody who
This
comes
does
up. You
not-
want a drink? Yeah. Until I finally get one.
So
I'm gonna,
My
and then I'm
brother-
going
this
back, and
was
I'm
my-
like, hey,
so-
can you cancel all these? Can you talk to Cindy, Shirley, that dude, and tell them I ain't drinking shit? And can you come back like every 4 minutes?
that's my brother-in-law did. My brother-in-law was like, yo, I'm sitting there, y'all waiting on y'all's drink. I'm going to go ahead and order a drink right now. Let me get this. And the lady was like, okay. He goes, but I don't want it from that bar up there. They been waiting on that shit. Get my shit from the front. I want it from the front bar. Go get my shit from there, right? And she was like, well, what seems to be the problem? We're like, yo, we've been waiting for almost 30 minutes at this point, like for our drinks, and we're almost done playing the fucking round of golf here. Like,
So it doesn't sound like.
Doesn't sound
it would-
like something that we would ever.
It doesn't sound like that much fun, Mike.
Need to bring a flask. Sounds
look,
like.
here's
Yeah,
the
now you're
thing.
talking.
Well, you can't. You got security at the gate, at the front.
Will they search you?
It's not really a pat down. You know what I mean?
Well,
He just
then we're
shoot your ID,
good.
so you good.
Flask on.
Here's my ID, flask all day.
Here's the thing.
It's great when the Jew and I are on the same page
It
about
was
these
fun
things.
as the group as we were playing, but it was fucked up because of the drink situation. You know what I mean?
Didn't have a flask.
Yeah,
But
you didn't come prepared.
But then we got our drinks. Everybody else's drink is good. Now me and my brother-in-law, we got Long Island's. He got his from the front bar. I got mine from this motherfucking bar.
How
here.
different were they?
Way different. My shit was, man, about brown as me, young. You know what I mean? That's how my fucking Long Island looked. I don't like that. You know what I mean?
That's
I'm
a
like,
lot of soda.
that's what I was screaming. I look at my brother-in-law. His shit comes. His shit looks like the light over there. I'm like, oh man, your shit's all liquor. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
Somebody ain't doing their job right.
See, because when I used to make them, I would have a cup of ice and I'd start pouring liquor in it, and after I'd put a good bit of liquor of 5 different liquors. It was like, I can't remember, rum.
It's like, fuck, I forgot the soda.
You know, it was like rum. I would just, if sometimes I wouldn't even have whatever, I'd just make it with 4 different liquors and triple sec, which is a liqueur. So that's 5 different alcoholic things. Usually by that point, I'd have like at least 3/4 of the glass full. And at that point, here's a pro tip. If you've got space in that glass, add ice till you don't. So what you do is, once you've got all that liquor in there, the liquor you poured in melted some of that ice, so you put in more ice. So now that the drink is like nearly full with ice and liquor, then you squirt soda. That's it.
Yeah,
You put that much Coca-Cola, and then you drizzle a little sour mix on top of that.
I speak from
That's
experience. I've seen him make them.
Slap a lemon on the bitch, send it out. There's nobody's going to complain about that, because even if it's
sure didn't when you were making them for me.
right, because even if it's not that much liquor, like comparatively to what it could have been, as long as you don't put more than a spritz of Coke and a spritz of sour in there, it's going to taste like all liquor and nobody's going to complain.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Yeah.
Cause I was like, man, my shit, man, nah, fuck this. We ain't getting no drinks. They're like, yo, we gotta eat. I was like, we ain't eating here. Fuck this. If this was if this service was bad with the drinks, I don't even want to try the fucking
kitchen is
food.
probably 10 times
Should call the
worse.
order in.
So
See, now, Mike, it continues to stack up for me that it doesn't sound like a good experience.
no, we had a good time. We made it a good time. Like the group, all of us that were together, we had fun. We was having a blast. It's the drinks that was just pissed us off there. So we go to fucking the Cuban restaurant called
See, if you had just brought a
Cuba
fucking
Libre.
flask and bought a goddamn Coca-Cola
That's
right
it.
out the gate.
I don't drink though, so I'm like, all right, we here. I'm gonna go ahead and get a drink while I'm here.
You don't drink, but you got a
I was
drink.
getting a drink, yes. You know what I mean? I
Do
was
you
like,
hear yourself, Mike?
yeah, I know.
You see the Jew unit there shaking his head?
I don't.
Like, do you realize
even I'm confused
you
too.
are the guy right now that
Yeah.
everybody's like, what the fuck is wrong with Mike?
I'm not gonna come anywhere with a flask. That's not me. I'm not that guy. I'm not that
A lot
guy.
cooler if you did.
Yeah, why? Because you don't want to look like this with your big ass, like drinking your flask.
I mean, I was
See, this is how he's gonna be. He's gonna be like, hold on while I drink my flask.
I don't plan on.
Holding the lighter up.
That's probably how big it looks in my
I'm just
hand
gonna
anyway.
look to you.
Some of y'all will go in.
Well, they ain't gonna know what you're doing then.
Exactly.
I mean, they can't even see it.
Exactly. What are you
Like I
sweating
said,
it?
It's more
I-
concealed.
You get
I
a
don't
flask
bring-
small enough, it'll fit in your hand. No one will see it. You'll just look like you're doing this.
Because if I didn't even I wanted to drink to have that
There's
for
something wrong with him. That's why he does this every 7.5 minutes. You seen Rain Man? Yeah, he can't math. He can't do math, but you know it's right. Is it my turn? It's my turn. All right.
Who knows? But
I'd say solve that problem.
So then we went to this Cuban joint, man, which it was nice enough outside. We ate outside, man, had a good time there, bullshitting. Wasn't bad. Like, had a nice time with the peoples out there. Had traffic coming back, which sucked ass.
Yeah, now you say
but-
DC, where you say southeast?
Nah, we ain't in Southeast,
Where you at?
man. We was right there on 900 Northwest.
oh no, you don't go through
Where's north-
Southeast
where's
day
north-
or night. Come on. Now.
Where's northwest?
shit,
Where's
man.
northwest?
We come
Northwest
from the
is Northwest.
Southeast.
It's right there by the Smithsonian's as soon as you come in.
So right when you come in on 66, that's northwest.
Yeah.
No, that ain't northwest. That's southeast.
That's southeast, I thought.
We're coming from
No.
the south and
We're coming
with the
in.
west, so that's the southwest.
Southwest, yeah, because southeast is on the other side of Capitol.
Right. That's
Past the
it.
Capitol, up.
Yeah.
Right.
Farther
The
out.
other side is
We
North
were
Capitol.
on Northwest.
So you're going that way then, like towards Capitol.
But if you come across Constitution off of 66, you know, if you
We
come
were
on a
coming off
Constitution,
495. We came off of 395.
Yeah, Constitution would be
That's southwest.
That would be.
because it has to be southwest because of basic geography.
No,
It's
I'm just
either
saying.
west or south or both.
I'm telling you where we was at. We was on Northwest. It was Northwest.
Yeah, that might be northwest right there. Because when I come in off
800
of
F Street.
Independence is southwest.
Well, but the streets say that. I think it has to do with which direction the street is going.
Yes,
Yeah,
the numbers
That is
are
true.
north and south, and the letters are east and west, or vice versa, some shit like that.
Right, but the address doesn't necessarily dictate what part of the city you're in. If
No,
it says
because there's four
northwest.
different. You can be in four different, whatever, 400, 600, and 3rd Street. You know what I mean? But you could be at 603rd Street southeast, 603rd Street northeast, all that shit. From what my boys in DC tell me.
Right, but I'm saying it has to do with the direction of the
It does
road.
have to do with that.
And not the location.
since
But
you
I'm
did-
just saying that's where we was at. We was up in Northwest.
But he was right there by the mall. Well, near the mall.
No,
No.
Since y'all did bring up DC, there was a law passed in DC a while ago, and this goes to, remember when people were taking out those PPP loans?
Yeah.
Scamming?
Yeah.
Well, a law was signed into place that automatically gets you like 10 years in prison. So all those people out there,
The ones that were stealing
let me
that
see
money.
this camera here. All those people out there that were stealing from the government on these fake PPP loans, you're not going to prison. I really hope that all the seafood that you brought, all them bottles of Hennessy and Casamigos in 1942, that you bought, all that other luxury shit that I know I can't afford that y'all bought, I hope it was worth it, because you ain't getting out for about 10 years.
It's gonna be a while for people to catch up to them.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be.
true.
It's gonna be.
Because that's
They'll get them before they get in some of these Nazis they're getting, though.
Didn't
You know.
they fund some shit with the IRS about some shit like that? Isn't that what the fuck
Well,
they're funding the IRS
They
for?
just passed a law that they're going to apparently put in like another 87,000 IRS agents. That way they can make sure that everybody's paying their taxes.
Which
I
is some
guess.
fucked up shit.
That's just-
because we're still forking money over to
That's
Ukraine. They just
screwed.
passed another 100 billion or another 1 point some odd billion.
I think there was something on public radio about that.
I'm like, really? We just
Yeah,
did
we
that
keep
again?
we keep sending them more and more money.
I think that
We don't want to help our own people. We don't want
we
to help
tacked
people
up
that are homeless in America.
9 point some odd billion in what? How long is it? 6 months?
Several months.
9 point some odd
I
billion.
lost
No.
How many
We gave like 54 billion in one foul swoop, and then
So
they've
I'm
been
trying to figure out, like,
doling
what the
out other
tally is,
billions.
yeah.
I think it's in the mid 60s or higher.
Somewhere in that.
But yet you
vicinity.
can't help. We can't fucking do free education, free health care, shit
Nope.
like that. That doesn't
Nope.
make any
No,
sense.
people will
but
shit
we're
at
able
work
to
if that
fork over
happens.
that amount of money.
You know what it is? We have to send that money so that the military-industrial complex can reabsorb it through
Yeah.
other countries.
Yep. Which is still fucking. It just mind boggles me. Like, we can fork
Yeah.
that over like it ain't nothing. You go into Congress, say we're gonna give this money, and all of y'all motherfuckers like, yeah, go ahead, do it. We with that. Let's do that. Let's do that. How about help us out over here? Let's help out the little man, the entrepreneurs, and all this shit. Nah, we can't do
No, we
that.
can't do that,
Can't do
'cause-
that. Check your uterus, ladies. We can't fuck with y'all there. We can't help you there. You want education? Nah, we can't help you there. Oh, we need to fork over money over there. They need some money for some guns. Hey, we got you. Don't worry. We
It
about to
doesn't make
send
any
that over
sense.
tomorrow. Yeah, you need us to
Like, your
cash
kids-
app it to you? Coming. Venmo. Hey, you got Zelle? Ukraine, you got Zelle? Okay, coming your way.
See,
You know what
it
I
goes
mean?
back to, we got kids out here that are not being educated, but yet we're sending money over there.
That was the other thing they were talking about. I heard this on the news that they were worried about the educational gap that happened with COVID.
It's very hard to manipulate and control a populace that is well educated.
That is also true.
They would rather have
population gap
They
is,
would rather have them in school with
The
coloring
what now?
books.
What'd you say?
the COVID ain't really it had something to do with that educational gap, but they ain't really been teaching shit since we were in school.
Shit, before we were in school.
Before, like,
I mean, we had
Before,
some
you know,
shit
we was learning a little
we
bit of shit, but
learned-
they ain't
yeah,
learning shit now.
nothing
They
now.
ain't learning the fucking thing. That was even right before Corona.
Yeah.
Well, like, we need to teach people how to think and not
That's
what
the
to
thing. They
think.
took away the creativeness. You know, the creative
creativity
thinking.
is gone.
And that's what happened. They were like,
Well,
all
they've been
right.
trying to get rid of music education and shit
turn
like
them
that
into
forever.
bots.
Yep. You got to make good
Yeah.
workers. You
A
got to
lot
make
of the-
drones.
A lot of school boards have made cuts to the music department and to the art department.
All of them.
Yeah.
But here's
Because
the other
because
thing,
good
though.
art teachers are teaching
Heck,
kids a
in
whole
the-
lot more
in the
than just
60s.
how to paint.
Yeah, even in like the 50s and 60s, there were classes you could take in high school that could prepare you for jobs outside, like once you graduate.
Right.
There were certain
classes.
cities that were industrial based up until about 1970.
Well, but that's when we started outsourcing our manufacturing. And it got
Yeah.
worse and
Around
worse.
that
That was
and worse.
another thing they had.
Kept getting worse and worse.
Okay, speaking of that,
And now we're just thinking about trying to bring it back.
exactly, because they were talking about, we don't have enough people in these labor jobs like masonry, electrician work and shit like that. They don't have enough people, skilled workers over here,
Right.
to keep these jobs going. That's why they're outsourcing, because you're not paying people to do this.
Oh, they do
That's
now.
it.
You can, no, I'm telling you,
Now
they really
that,
don't.
now that they just doors open and just every motherfucker just walk up on in here.
And see, here's the thing: they're like, why don't you pay?
After they get rid of their drugs, they gotta do something. You know what I mean?
Because they're like, why don't you pay people to go to these classes? Like, all right, you get out of high school, you come and learn how to be a mason,
Well, it's
pay
like
you
I was
this
saying
and
the
this,
other
that,
day
other.
with the airlines, right? Like the airlines
Yeah.
were not investing for a long period of time
And
in
now they
teaching
want to
people
pay
how to be
you. They want
pilots.
to teach you how to be a pilot.
it's
Come
like-
here and learn how to fly a fucking plane.
You know, make this shit something that people feel like is a good investment. Like, rarely have I ever had a job where I felt like I was actually invested in something that wasn't just going to be worthless in 5 years. Like, if I stay at this position for 5 years,
Yeah.
I'm going to be in the same shithole position I'm in right now.
That sounded like me all those years in
Right.
retail
Yeah,
and customer
yeah.
service.
And that is a very difficult thing to find yourself not in at most jobs. Most jobs people get, that's how you're going to feel. Like, well, there's nowhere to go
Yeah,
here.
after like X amount of years, you really start to hate your job. It's like, okay, it's time to go.
Yeah,
I've
well,
always hated my jobs. As soon as I start, they pay the bills.
if they pay enough, it's a lot easier to not hate them. And that is
Yeah.
the key, where here you can be a reasonable employee in a job you don't particularly like if they pay you enough that you're like, psh, this is enough to put up with
Yeah, I can
this.
deal with
Because
this
unless you're
shit.
doing something you love, you don't like your job.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, you've got to pay people enough money that they don't sit
And a
there
lot
and
of
continue
companies
to
are
look
starting
at the
to like throw money at anybody to walk in the door.
Just
but
to walk in, but that's
you
to
kind of
walk
have
in.
to. You have to get
You gotta,
people
you gotta
in.
put. You gotta
Especially
For
get
a
some
lot
kind
of these jobs,
incentives.
Mike, I saw a job about driving a CDL, $15,000 sign-on bonus.
There's
Like,
another place down the road from where I'm working that's taking people for 20,000 sign-on bonus.
God
But
damn.
here's how those bonuses work, though.
You've got to be there for a certain
You
amount of
gotta
time.
be there a certain amount
Yeah,
of
but
time.
just
They'll
probably at
give
least a
you-
year, right?
Exactly, I would
Yeah,
think
Shit,
so.
I
once a
work for
year.
somebody for 70. Fuck, you know what I mean? You can make an extra 20.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck.
That's it.
When that was like 5 years, but you might
Yeah,
look at
that's that
You might
bullshit.
look at it.
If you got to make it 18 months, man, that's about as, that's about
That's
the peak.
about the most I'd take it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it better
that's
be
about the
20,000
most.
in 18 months in one foul
Yeah,
swoop.
yeah.
All right, you made it 18 months. Here's your 20,000.
Do I get it
Cool.
that day?
Here's my 2-week
Do I
notice.
get it? Do I get it that day? You know, I
What they
get it.
do
I
is
better
they
get the
split
second
up.
day higher.
They'll give you a quarter of it on
Oh, it's ain't gonna work.
60 day. Then they give you another quarter on 90 day. Then they'll give you the other half after you made the year.
Yeah, yeah.
You see?
That's usually how.
That's how they break that
operates.
shit
That's
down.
how that
Yeah.
operates.
Well,
That's when my 2 weeks ago in there.
that's it.
fine.
I get my last
And then
payment.
you go to somebody else who's paying the same thing.
Yeah,
exactly. Go do another 2
Why
years.
not? Why not hustle that way?
I would. What the fuck? You're independent contractor at that point in time. In my mind,
But you always are.
working
That's
for
what
yourself.
we
That's what I'm saying.
always
You're
are.
working for yourself, but that
Right.
you're really working for yourself. You're your own
Yeah.
boss. You own everything. I'm cheating the system like a motherfucker. I'm shit. Cause you traveling there. You traveling around any fucking way.
If I
So
ever
what
get
the
this
fuck?
podcast to be so that we're not actually cheating, like, if I'm in charge and I have the money and I'm running the show, I'm not going to be cheating for the record. You know what I'm saying?
That's not cheating.
Like
For
the
the
Jew
record.
unit, the
That's
Jew
not
unit
cheating. You ain't
is
gonna tell
very
me when,
unlikely
look,
to be
in
the one that's in
dishwasher
charge of the
days,
finances of this show.
You really went at your next place. You really went and told that dude you was making $7.50, or you ain't make $1 more every time you went to your next dishwasher
man.
job.
Nah, when
Come
I went
on
to my
now.
next job,
Come on now.
I was
We
telling
all
them
know.
that I was stealing liquor with the kitty cups. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen,
Fucking still.
we're gonna have to bring this. Oh yeah, what you do is you take the kitty cup, you put the top on it where it's got the little hole for the straw, and you walk over to the liquor you want. And you look around, you stick the straw hole onto the liquor pourer, and you look around again to make sure nobody's there. You know what I mean? And then you pick that bitch up and turn it over and hang on to it for like however long it takes to feel pretty full, and then you put the fucking liquor bottle down and you walk out with your kitty cup and you get in your El Camino and you drive back home. But ladies and gentlemen, with that said, we're going to have to bring this episode of the Mason and Friends show to a close. I'd like to thank you all for listening. I'd like to encourage you to listen to all of the episodes. What the hell? Be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick.
Little bits by little bits, ladies and gentlemen, keep moving forward.
Protect your mental wealth. Protect your energy, and if all need be, go to therapy.
Absolutely.
Therapy
There it
does
is.
work for you.
Yeah. And remember, keep grinding on the shit you're trying to get done, because that's how things get done.
Uh-huh.
We love you very much.
Love y'all.
And peace be with you.
We out of here.
Peace.